EA UFC 5 is coming out soon, so these are the top things that EA needs to fix or add to their new game. First and foremost, get rid of those stupid character creation, wigs, masks, shirts, pants, etc. This is a realistic fighting game and you're making it a joke by adding that stuff into it. If you want wacky character creation, then go play something like the new Street Fighter. I personally hate fighting those stupid looking calves online. Speaking of character creation, please bring back game face or let us be able to scan our faces in so we can put a realistic version of ourselves into the game. I really do not want to have to sit there and mess with so many sliders just to get a face that doesn't really even look like me in the game. Past games, I was able to make so many different kind of characters with game face, and it is such a nice addition to have in a game like this. Also, give us more control in how our fighter looks and not just in the face. I want there to be sliders for the body as well. If I want to make a dude who looks super jacked, wide shoulders and really big muscles, or a super skinny slender guy, I want to be able to do that and not just have a few body options to pick from. Next is knockouts. I could rock somebody like 5 times in a row and not knock them out, all to get knocked out myself. Made no sense. They need to bring back how EA UFC 2 did it, with repeated damage or enough damage to the head, you just knocked out the dude. Also, if I rock somebody, they shouldn't be able to power slam me to the floor or spear take me down. That made 0 sense. Rocked fighters should have sloppy takedowns and severely reduced stamina. Also, bring back old takedown defense. Every game before UFC 4 had R2 and down on the right stick to defend takedowns. UFC 4 was the only one to have R2 and L2 at the same time to defend takedowns, and I hated it. And if they don't change it, give the options to players in the menu to change it to the old way. Next is ground and pound. Those strikes need to be way faster. UFC 4, they're punching so slow, it was so unrealistic, and also give us some elbows. The guy on the bottom also needs to have a lot more options in defense. Bring back the ref pulling off people for TKO victories. It looks so fake that you're just punching a dude until he looks KO'd, and that counted as a TKO victory in UFC 4. In UFC Undisputed 3, the ref would push you aside, and that's how you got a TKO victory. I want the ref to pull me off of somebody after I KO them, and I decide to keep on wanting to punch them, or after a TKO or a submission. The ref needs to pull the fighter off for it to feel realistic. Otherwise, it just looks really fake. Stamina needs to be worked on. We are playing as pro athletes. Why is my guy getting tired in the first round after throwing one combo? I shouldn't lose half or more of my stamina and my guy looks like he's super gassed out and then worrying about getting KO'd just because I threw about 5 punches. That makes no sense. Submission minigames need to go back to how Undisputed 3 or UFC 2 or 3 did their submission minigames. I hated that joint submission minigame that they did in UFC 4. It was super whack. I did read that apparently they're getting rid of the mini games in the new game and it's going to be seamless submissions. I don't know how they're going to do that without any type of mini game. I really hope it's not button mashing or rolling the right stick really fast. I just hope whatever they came up with is really good and better than what they did in UFC 4. Give us more legend fighters. I want them in their prime outfits. I want different versions of these prime fighters. I know in past games they did give us a handful, but I want a lot more, especially from prime early UFC days. Speaking of the classics, give us the ability to fight in that original UFC arena with the original rule set and time limit. Also, give us the ability to do tournaments in the game. I want to do a 16-man tournament. Anything, that would be super fun. Career mode needs a complete overhaul. First off, get rid of that stupid Coach Davis guy. He was the worst addition to UFC 4. What they should do is allow you to pick your fighter's background. Does your fighter have an extensive amateur background? Is he a really well-known street fighter? Was he a great college athlete? So many options to pick to create your own unique story. I want the game to start you in the WFA and at some point give you a chance to fight in The Ultimate Fighter, Dana White Contender Series, or just get drafted by some UFC agent. When it comes to getting ready for a fight in the game, let us pick between doing those mini games or just skipping over it and having the game automatically do it. Sometimes I just don't want to spend time doing those mini games and I just want to get straight to the fighting. And give us the ability to have our own gym, hire coaches, customize our gym with the equipment, and a bunch of other stuff. They always give us so much money in all the games, but you never really do anything with it, so this would be a really cool way of doing stuff with the money that you make. I feel like this would add a whole new element to the game and how you create your fighter. No more forced rivals. I want to be able to pick and call out a fighter myself. I'm fine if the AI wants to call me out, but I want to be able to decline it if I don't like that fighter, and I want to be able to talk trash and call out fighters myself. Give us the ability for a quick road to the title. The UFC has so many hype trains, and I would love it if you are KOing or submitting people left and right, and the game notices that, and it sends you on a quick road up the rankings to a title shot. These are just some things I would love for them to add in EA UFC 5. Let me know what you would want them to add in the game down below in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.